So, hello there everyone and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it is time for me to bring you yet another FIFA 19 Rumours video, because today we've got plenty more stuff flying around on social media that could be added to FIFA 19, and hopefully we will be seeing it in this one. Now, obviously did one of these before. If you haven't seen that video, then there'll be a link in the top right of the screen talking you through the fact that the Chinese Super League might well be on FIFA 19, and the fact that the demo date for the game might well have been leaked. You can check that out, as I mentioned, in the top right of the screen. If you go on to enjoy this video, though, specifically, then slap a like on it, and of course subscribe if you are new to the channel. Let's get into things. First of all, we've got some big career mode stuff, if it ends up happening. Of course, remember, take these things with a pinch of salt. They're rumours. They're not actually confirmed by EA, but hopefully they will be. Now, in terms of this career mode news, if I'm going to be brutally honest, I don't think these two factors are going to be enough on their own to make sure that this career mode is absolutely revolutionary. Hopefully, if this is true and these things are going to be implemented, we'll see stuff on top of it. So first of all, we've got the fact that we might well be having customizable managers on FIFA 19 career mode. Now, this was put out by an account which has since unfortunately been terminated or suspended on Twitter, but apparently this was confirmed by the game's producers in an interview. Now, obviously, on previous iterations of the game, on FIFA 18 and I think on FIFA 17 as well, you could just choose your own manager and, you know, it would be from a set of presets. Now, that's all well and good, but they never really looked like the majority of players who would actually play FIFA, because the majority of the presets looked about 50 or 60, and I imagine the majority of people who play FIFA are below the age of 25 at least, so that was a bit of a disparity anyway. On top of that, for me personally, there was literally no mixed race presets at all, and I'm mixed race, so it was a bit difficult to actually choose anyone who looked even remotely like me. There was only about, I think it was like 5 white presets, 1 Asian guy, and 2 black guys, which is brilliant, but none of them are even the same complexion, or even close really to the same complexion as me, which is not ideal, I'm not going to lie to you. I would have liked a mixed race preset, so at least that way, I personally can make a manager who looks like myself. That's brilliant, but I'm really hoping this is more than just an aesthetic feature. I'm hoping it's more than just make your manager look a bit like you, because what is that really going to change? It's going to change the cutscenes in transfers, and when you see them in a game at half-time or when they're celebrating a goal or whatever, that's brilliant, but there's not really much to that, to be honest with you. That is just an aesthetic feature in my opinion. It's good, don't get me wrong, it's a good, and I hope they implement it, but I hope that's not one of their key main things you can do in career mode this year, because it's just not enough realistically. But I do hope they do it, and I understand why, because a lot of people have been saying the same thing as me. It would be nice to be able to customize your own manager and just get a bit more customization anyway, but I hope it's a bit more in detail and a bit more in depth than just changing their face. I hope there's more like characteristics and stuff that might affect your team and stuff like that. Just it's a bit beyond and has a bit of an impact actually on your game save. Now, the second bit of career mode news in terms of rumours is that you might actually have actual interviews in FIFA 19, like you have in the Journey, with press conferences and post-match interviews. I don't know what the balance is going to be. I don't know what they are going to be, you know, mainly. It might just be only press conferences. It might just be only post-match interviews. It might be a combination of both. Seemingly, it's going to be the same sort of technology that you have in the Journey and that you have in the transfer system on FIFA 19 career mode, where you have different choices, and then you know, in the like the little drop-down menu, and you toggle with like the left analog stick or whatever, and choose your option. Now, that's brilliant, and again, it's a nice feature that I've personally been calling for, and a lot of people have been calling for. The press conferences on current FIFAs are literally pointless, and I haven't done one since FIFA 13. However, it needs to have an impact, really. It needs to impact team morale, which would then need to impact performance on the pitch. It needs to impact board happiness, fan happiness, transfer like likelihood, or something like that. You know, I don't want to be asked a question about a player that I might be signing, answer that question, and then it has absolutely no bearing on the transfer whatsoever. I want to be asked a question about signing and know that my answer is actually going to be heavily important as to whether that transfer actually happens. Or I want to be asked about one of my own players and know that their morale and their actual form going into the next game depends on my answer. Not just you know, just a glorified version of the current press conferences. The current press conferences don't do anything. If it's just the same, then I don't want anything. I don't want to have anything to do with that. That's completely pointless still, and I will continue not to use them. Again, it's a nice feature that has been called upon a lot, but it needs to be more than just, here's this cool thing to look at. It needs to actually have an impact on things, and that's what career mode is all about. On top of that, we've got a couple of gameplay things. First of all, there seems to be new flicks and like skill moves in the game, according to some of the new trailers, and also this gameplay trailer that hasn't really been seen yet. We've got one of Neymar flicking the ball over the head of Varane first time, and it's almost like a rainbow flick-esque move, but he doesn't actually, you know, he doesn't do that move. He just sort of first time flicks it over the head of Rafael Varane. That's something that's not been in FIFA before. There's another one in a sort of unseen trailer of Eden Hazard flicking the ball over somebody's head, and it's a bit of a variance of a rainbow flick. It's not a skill move on the game currently, and there's also rumours that Andres Iniesta pulling off a skill move against Chelsea, which I'll show a clip for, is also going to be in FIFA this year as well. So keep an eye out for that. New skill moves, and as I mentioned, hopefully we'll get some new celebrations as well. And the final thing after the career mode stuff and the gameplay stuff is we might well have some new icons. There's been some sort of rumours of Steven Gerrard being an icon, but they haven't really got too much substance to them. However, Johan Cruyff has been rumoured as well, and there's a lot more substance to this because the social media account for him on Instagram has been posting out stuff about Ultimate Team ratings for Johan Cruyff if he was to be an icon on the game, asking people to predict / give an estimate of what his rating should be if he was to be an icon on the game. In the 3 stages as well, which is huge because there's obviously 3 stages to an icon. The first stage, the prime icon, and then the sort of older version of the icon as well. And that Instagram account has been asking people to give their prediction for what a rating would be for all 3 versions of that card. So that, in my opinion, looks pretty much nailed on, unless that Instagram page are literally just trying to stir the pot for no reason whatsoever. But that does look pretty nailed on in my opinion. So we might well have Johan Cruyff as an icon. Hopefully we will get some new icons going into Ultimate Team, and I'm sure you'll hear all about that in the coming weeks. Regardless of that though, I think that's pretty much it for the rumours for today in this FIFA 19 related video. If you've enjoyed it, then slap a like on the video and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Let me know what you think about the potential features going into FIFA 19 that I've talked about in this video. Do you think they'll be good? Do you think they're a little bit underwhelming? Let me know down in the comment section below, and as I mentioned, subscribe if you're new to the channel. You can also follow me on social media these days too. My Twitter handle is @theofficialfng, and links are down below. But it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a brilliant day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.